Good morning, guys, and welcome back to Linda's Pantry. And today it's time for a garden update and vlog. Oh my gosh. Okay, so over here, let's start here. I'm getting ready to transplant these, and this is the rhubarb Swiss chard, rhubarb chard. And these are radishes. I'm just going to leave them until they're ready to pick. And this is a new pepper plant. It is a New Mex Heritage Big Chim, so a New Mexico chili. Yum! It's already got four peppers, so 5 little one. So it's already good to go. I'm gonna get that transplanted today. In here we've got beans. There's beans there, and then peas are flowering all over the place. I see little pods here, which is great. Let's see if I can get you in here. Yeah, no pea pods. Yeah. Oh, I got a weed. A couple of them. Get the weeds out. Oops. Okay, and I purchased this week another rhubarb plant for this area because, oh, and it's doing good. The one that I put in here, bare root, just didn't make it, and I definitely want rhubarb on both sides of this here. So we'll go around here and give you a look at the beans. They're going right up the string here, which is a good sign. And these little tomato plants are thriving in here. They're setting fruit. I've got some fruit set right there. And, oh, the monster rhubarb I've got to pick. I think I'm going to pick it this afternoon because I want to make a strawberry rhubarb pie. So I'll have to go get some berries. Or maybe I'll just make a rhubarb pie. My son and his family are coming tomorrow for dinner. So, got a bell pepper and one over here, which this one is turning kind of a dark color on it. I'm not sure why, but it's got clusters of flowers going on. We got more beans. I thought these were beets. I think these are beets. Yeah, those are beets. And herbs, which I still haven't cut down, but I'm getting ready to pull all these radishes. We got another one that went to seed here. The girlies love, and usually your seed radishes aren't very big, but my girls, my little retro chickens, they love the radish tops, so we'll give that to them. And then this is just carrots. Oh, so I'm going to clear that out, and that's where the Swiss chard is going. So it'll be easy access to the house for salads or side dishes. This is all carrots filled in. I've got it pretty well spaced out, but as we pick, we space out even further. So there's the original one I planted this year from bare rootstock, and it did fantastic, but the other two did not. So I bought another one here and transplanted. I'm going to pull that tomato plant out and put that pepper plant there. I pulled the basil on the top of this because it wasn't doing anything, and I put 2 pepper plants here. And these are, what did they say they were? Shoot, I can't remember. Oh, it helps if you look at the tag. Oh, it's a Fresno chili. Okay, so Fresno chilies. But I have basil coming up from seed in here, so we'll still get basil. It just will be a while. I got these little succulent weeds everywhere. Do you guys get these? I hate that. Yeah. Nuts bueno. Okay, don't drop your radish top. Alright. So all the flowers are doing good. I'm getting ready to figure out where to transplant these tomato plants. And I'm hoping to keep those going through the fall. We'll put a makeshift greenhouse over them. All right, I'm going to set this down and go to the garden, the big garden. All the tomato plants in here are doing really, really well. I have to say, though, I'm kind of disappointed. Well, something ate my pumpkin, so I don't know if we're going to get pumpkins or not, but snipped it back pretty good. So that's what's left of my pumpkin. The yellow squash, it's not doing so hot either side, and it's been eaten on too. That zucchini plant is trying. That one, I don't know whether we're going to get anything here. Kind of disappointing. I do so much better now in the raised beds, except for tomatoes. I guess I could plant this whole thing in tomatoes and call it good. There's some red ones down there. That's a little Roma. And there's the backside view of my little potted stuff. So let's go out to the raspberries. So before I go over to the raspberries, I wanted to show you guys, this is a red oak. And it never got dark green this year, so I took 2 of the leaves in to the nursery yesterday, and he had me, it's lacking in iron, but he had me get a deep root fertilizer wand, and I'll show that to you. Anyways, you stick it down for a tree like this, down at the drip line where the leaves, you know, the rain would drip off the leaves on the outer leaves. You go down into the ground a foot, and you water through the fertilizer, and air, you know, all the way around the tree every 4 feet or so. And so that took a couple of hours to slow fertilize that yesterday, but that'll get the iron right down to the roots, and it should green right back up. So, and then my pear tree over there, it has some kind of bug on it. It's not going to die, but it's not fantastic, huh, Sage? Okay, so here's the raspberry patch. Get out of there. And as you can see, these are almost as tall as I am. I picked this morning enough berries off of mainly this side over here. I picked enough berries for Michael and I to have over cereal. And all the new trees that we put in are doing really, really well. The squash plants in here are doing better than the ones in my big garden. And this has no fertilizer, no amendment, nothing. So, anyways, just water. Cherry bushes. And here's my radish and carrot patch. I did replant a cucumber. We'll see what happens. If the birds eat it, I don't know. It might be a root crop year. These radishes look awesome. These are those heirloom, real long, skinny, look like a red carrot. Okay. Oh, girlies. And then here's this bed is doing fantastic. In fact, I need to take the cover off and get, if I can reach here, get into that Swiss chard and pick it, because it's time. We got lettuce. Need to pick some of that for salad. And the lettuces have not gotten bitter, I think, because I've got shade over this. We've got the kale for the girlies in here. Hi. Hi, kale. Let's get some kale for them. Let's just pick a couple. Okay. And look how good that kale's doing. Fantastic. Put that shade cloth back on. I think that makes a difference, you know, whether your plants stay healthy in this heat. And, oh, there's a cherry on my cherry bush. Okay, let's go see the girls. Okay, girls, behave yourselves. It's a chicken update. Hi, girlies. Ooh, look at you. We had watermelon last night and corn on the cob, and I give them the cobs. Oh, my gosh. They go crazy over corn. Almost as crazy as kale. So I gave them all the watermelon rinds for them to pick clean, and they do. And I'm going to go ahead and pick those all up and the corn cobs and throw that away. I can throw the melon rinds in the compost, but I don't want the corn cobs in there because it's bad for the dogs. Anyway, they just love that kale, huh? Don't you think so? Oh. Yep, I think so. Okay. I'm going. Usually Aunt Bee tries to follow me, but she's going to stay there and eat kale. Okay, so there we go. Oh, okay. Going over here. Not sure if I'm going to call this bed a pass or fail. I think I need to take some of that straw off of there. Not getting a whole lot of germination going on with the carrots. I've got a few, but this thing should be full of them by now. And I've got, this is also Swiss chard, that rhubarb chard. And this is spinach, which it's doing fine. See, there's a few carrots here and there, but I see a weed too. And then that's also Swiss chard. So we'll have plenty of greens, I think. And this is the tree that he said this was a bug, and I'll have to spray it next spring as soon as the buds come out to flower. It won't hurt it, but you know, it just doesn't look as pretty as it certainly could. Anyway, so here's this bed, and we've got huge tomatillos covered in blooms. These over here are doing way better than the one that's in the garden area. The one in the garden, I think, needs, and in the barrel, or the planter, I think they need nitrogen because they're a little bit yellow. So we'll get some on there. And my little patio tomato. And this is a habanero in this one. And I put my garlic and flowers back there because here in a couple weeks when we have that party, we're going to need that other table for guests. The potatoes are still flowering. All of the tomatoes in here are doing fantastic, so I couldn't be happier. And we have on the fence here, we have green beans vining, so we're going to have to look out for green beans because they're hard to see in all that green foliage. And the apple tree is doing just fabulous. I got apples. I love it. This is the Honeycrisp apples. And I'm excited for delicious apples off my own tree. Oh my gosh. Yes. So, here we are. We're back. Let me show you that fertilizer wand. Okay, so you hook this end up to the hose, and they have these kind of like a, I don't know, a pod, a hard, like a fertilizer spike. Only 4 of them fit in there at once, and according to the size of the tree, you do, you know, however many you need to. I'm going to go ahead and fertilize the other adult trees that are back here, or the older trees today, because it takes a while. You're just barely trickling out of the end of this. See, there's, I don't know if you can see it, but there's holes, see? And that, you stick it down in the ground, depending, like that, it needed to be a foot underground, and as it's watering, it's seeping through, and it goes right to the root system. So, anyways, that tree should be looking better by next week, I hope. Green her right back up. In fact, I almost feel like it's starting to darken up as we speak. I don't know if that's possible, but it seems a little darker to me today for whatever reason. Alright guys, I'm going to let you go, and I hope it inspires you to come back next week for our weekly garden update. And I think that's all that's going on. Maybe we'll show some puppies playing at the end of this. Alright, have a great week. Bye!